Okay, y'all. Kenzo's back. Me playing Diablo 3. I've fixed my microphone. I've tested it like 3 different times. Not that you would know because no one watches my videos, but my into my Diablo 2 gameplay, my mic quit working. And I didn't know. And I played Diablo 2 for, I don't know, a couple days. Maybe 2.5 days. Mic wasn't working. I had no clue. You know why? Because over here, you can't see it. But I wasn't looking at my OBS. I wasn't looking at the voice meter. There's a handy little meter that tells you if your shit's recording. Look at your meters, people. Anyway, Diablo 3. So Diablo 3 is a freaking, interesting game for a variety of reasons. I'll talk about it as I start playing it. It's similar to Diablo 1 and 2, but it's very different as well. It's it used to be a very divisive game. It's got more popular as the years have gone on because Blizzard's done a good job, updating it and keeping it updated and adding features and seasons, which is what I've rebirthed one of my main characters into a seasoned character. So I guess we should talk about that real quick. A seasonal character is a character that you can play for however long a season is, which I honestly don't know. But in that specific season, you can get like specific gears and sets and rewards and stuff like that. Then at the end of the season, your character like reverts back to a like normal single player character, but you can rebirth them, which means basically they get deleted back to level 1 and all your items you equip goes in your mail. So it's pretty cool. So that's what I've done here. We're gonna watch the cinematic first, and then we'll start playing the game proper. So let's let me figure out how to see the cinematic. Is it here? There we go. All right, here we go. Click.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle. It's not important.
Man, you can say whatever you want about Blizzard, but they make cool cinematics, man. Okay, I've made a paladin. I was gonna do a necromancer, but I can't do it. I gotta go with my one true love. So let's We good? Yeah. All right, let's go.
At 12, I swore the oath, leaving home and family. At 16, I saw my master die. I took up her shield and her name, and on that day, I became a crusader. Armored by faith, driven by duty, bound to kill the enemies of Zakarum. Sworn to live as a crusader and to die as one. Now, corruption returns to the hearts of men. I see it in the eyes of the mad, hear it in the howling of the damned. A falling star in the west leads me to the town of New Tristram. The crusade calls me, and so I go.
Bird? I'm sorry, I'm a crusader, not a paladin. It's the same thing.
The fallen star is close, but there is death here too.
So obviously the first thing that's pretty apparent is the game's full 3D, which is, you know, very cool. Well, it's full 3D with a, you know, your classic Diablo 3/4 overhead view.
Greetings. I am a crusader of the Zakarum faith, and I saw a star falling on this town.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Let me at him.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
So there's a few differences about Diablo 3. Few. So in Diablo 2, you know, this and your inventory was two separate screens. They, you know, consolidated that here. You have more things you can equip. You got shoulders, wrists, legs, boots. So they increase the amount of stuff you can equip, which is cool. When you level, you don't get to pick your stuff. What's it called? Your stats, which is fine. I never really liked that anyway, to be perfectly honest. So I think that's fine. Here's all your, like, you know, nerd details if you really want to see all that, which I really don't. Gold. And anyway, when you level, okay, well, first of all, this game, you see down here, here's a little bar. So in Diablo 2, you had 2 abilities you could use at any time. This game you got 6 because you got left click, right click, 1 through 4. And this game came out on console, so you could use a controller on this too. I don't think it works on the PC version. Like if I plug in a controller, I don't think it auto adapts. But anyway, so here's your skills. So there's no trees in this game. There's just kind of like sections, I guess. So like defensive, utility, laws, conviction, primary, secondary. And then you know, pick, you know, whichever one it is you like want to use. And then within this, there's different, like, I don't have them yet, but there's runes that you get that will change kind of what this ability does. It's really neat. And there is a way to make it to where you can just, like, all the abilities are right now they're set or stuck to these certain kind of trees or subsections, I guess. But you can eventually change it to where you can just kind of put anything here. Just for the sake of simplicity, I won't be doing that. This game's pretty easy. I shouldn't have any problems beating it. At least on normal mode, it's pretty easy. Here's a stash. You can get different tabs. And that's the thing about the stash in Diablo 3 is it's a shared stash. So any character I grab, like if I made another seasonal character, we would share this stash, which is very nice. That's something I heard they're doing for Diablo 2 remaster, which I'm very excited about. Because it would just make it easier to organize items.
You dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon.
Oh, okay.
My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
Okay.
Are you Leah? They tell me you survived the falling star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Something like putting them back to sleep? I can do that.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
So what's funny about this game
Slaughtered caffeine.
is
Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket. As you can see, business is atrocious. It must be the end times if people won't even
like
drown
this
their
dude,
sorrows in drink.
he used to sell shit, but now you can only repair at him. And eventually I'll just use the blacksmith for repairs. We'll get to that. I'm going to try to do the books and lore and that kind of stuff just so I can show that off. Because I've never really done, or I haven't done like an actual kind of like lore playthrough of this game in, God, I think since it came out.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
Okay. Oh, that's right. There's a mailbox in this game. Oh, there's a book here.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
All right.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
Put that up.
Built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death.
What's funny about this game is it's online only. Like it's constantly online. My collection. All right. I don't know how to access the mail. I thought it was down here. Cause like I thought it would mail my old items to this character. It doesn't matter, but all right, let's go. So obviously a very different style of game because look, there's a mini map in the corner. It's telling me where to go. You know.
I've come to help. How do we stop these risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Have faith, Captain. Have faith.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Pull me at him.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead. I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Dear reader, I am Abd al-Hazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Here's something else that's different about this game. When you hover over items at the bottom, it tells you if it's better or not. Some controversy if that's a good thing or not. I like it personally, but you know, I can understand why some people wouldn't like that. I clicked on it too quick to talk about it, but there's crafting in this game. Because of course there is, right? What would a game be nowadays without, you know, freaking crafting shoehorned into it?
Exploring a cave with hopes of finding hidden treasure, I came upon a most grisly sight. A heap of dead bodies. Unbelievably, as I was searching them for any items of value, they began to rise. I must tell them of this in New Tristram before it's too late.
Dead. That should slow the attacks.
So, one of the first things I said about my Diablo 2 gameplay was I was like, man, this game's a lot faster paced. That is exponentially true in this game.
Diablo himself is here.
And the way the ability system works is different. So like each character has their own kind of unique resource. So this character uses Wrath, and there's abilities that generate Wrath and then abilities that spend Wrath. Typically the you know, spenders do more damage. But here's Old Tristram, you know, here's the fountain where Cain used to stand. Here's Griswold's place, the inn. Here's where what's her name was. I don't remember her name no more. She didn't really do anything, but live.
Creature must die. I require more wrath. Blessings of the light.
Those little globes, they give you this buff. I forget how high it stacks, 4 or 5. But when you grab those little glowy globes, it gives you Nephilim glory, move faster. You basically do more damage. And the other thing is, I haven't really talked about it, but there's these red globes on the ground that just give you health. And some abilities are tied to it. Like if you grab one of those globes, it does certain things. And the potions in this game, I can't use one right now, but there's only one potion. It's right here, bound to Q. And it's on a cooldown, so you use it, it heals you, and it's like a one-time deal. So they got away from like the potion chugging in 1 and 2, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. All right, let's see here. Griswold's fine weapons feels bad, man. Here. I'll use a club. I have no shame. All right.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
She's brave. With help, she may yet save Cain.
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
Leah, let us find your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adrian's hut. The key must still be there.
Let's go.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
And your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
It's honestly very different experience with this game. More
A hidden cellar. Follow me.
you know, some people don't like the graphics on this game. It's like they're like, oh, it's too cartoony and it looks like World of Warcraft. And I can understand why you would say that. I personally like the style of Diablo 2 more than Diablo 1, but this isn't bad. I like the way this game looks.
There are dark secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton! Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here. But whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
It was pretty bad.
Leah, tell me about your mother.
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her. I've never heard of the Crusaders.
We're from the East and only recently came to these lands. Some of us did, at least. We serve the Zakarum faith.
Well, I hope you're not planning to convert these people by the sword.
I'm not here to convert anyone. My crusade is to cleanse the corruption that infests my faith. When that evil is destroyed, the Zakarum will be restored, and people can choose to believe in it or not as they please.
It's a very measured response. I like it. Let me at him. Let me at him. Like most Diablo games, the opening act is my favorite. So Act 1 is my favorite act in the whole game.
The fight is over for this one.
I think it goes for me like my favorites: Act 1, 5, 3, 4, and 2.
Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star lies within.
Yeah, here we are, back at the cathedral again from Diablo 1. Looks a little different than it did in Diablo 1, but you know, hey. That's all right.
The star is close.
The grotesques may seem slow and senseless, but they hide many dangers within their hideously malformed bodies. A set of spikes lurks beneath the monster's flesh, and foul parasites nest within them. It is said that these horrors themselves are constructed by a greater evil, a darkness that I cannot even fathom.
Thought we could keep the dead trapped here. Akarat, save me.
Akarat hears you, friend.
Alright. Let's try this skill out.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil forces that linger here give them
My
strength,
wrath is low.
and I fear that the worst is yet to come.
Oh yeah, here's one of those health glows I was talking about. There's a lot of lore in this game, a lot of things you can click on, books, you know, all kind of stuff. It's really cool.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King the Oryx army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Black Danon. He's the dude that gave me the armor that allowed me to beat Diablo 1 because I found them. And of course I wasn't recording when I found him and did his quest. And he gave me 2 like amazing pieces of armor. It was a body armor and a I think a helmet or a shield. I don't remember.
Not enough wrath. Not yet. The crusade marches on.
The other thing about this game is you can hold a lot of shit in your inventory in this game. Like a lot. It's like ridiculous how much stuff you can hold. Oh. You know, I kind of like shield bash more. I mean, like the other ability's cool and all that, but what's more fun than that? I don't know. And I certainly do like slash a lot, but I like punish a little more. Oh, here we go. When you block with hardened senses active, you have a chance to explode with fury. So that's cool. So these are some of the runes that you can get. Go with that. Let's see here. So you get bonuses for like breaking stuff in the environment, breaking barrels and shit like that.
I require more wrath.
I really like this game. I know it's kind of divisive, and some people are like, it's not a good game, and none of this, and none of that. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Well, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I really like this game. It's got some things that I'm like, okay, you know, but. Where the game really like shines and where a lot of the replayability comes from is when you get into adventure mode. I'm not gonna grind this game. I might. I probably won't, but maybe I will. But I'll show what that is.
Oh, minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
Your niece asked me to find you, and I agreed.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I rescued the old scholar and learned from him that a creature called the Skeleton King stands between me and the star, but not for long.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
It was my duty to help. Now, I would know of the falling star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
It can be a lonely life. What drives him?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
Did you learn anything about your mother?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Then I will be the cure.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leia, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakarum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising and the Lord of Lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
Oh my god, look at this.
I am the last of the Herodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Herodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
You were called and did not answer?
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the lords of hell.
I can see that Leah is important to you.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the lords of the burning hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers. The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Herodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Kane. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the lords of hell.
The story of Mad King Leoric hangs heavy over this town.
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King?
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
It's interesting that it was retconned that like the warrior from Diablo 1 was the son of the Skeleton King. Okay.
Leah told me of your crusade to find the source of corruption in the Zakarum faith. I may have information that will help you. Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, spent many years trapped under Travancore and slowly tainted the Zakarum in a bid for freedom.
I have heard this, but knowing how it happened is not enough. I must find the source of the corruption to cleanse it.
I fear that Mephisto is no more. His soul was destroyed on the Hellforge. I am sorry, Crusader.
I've dedicated my life to this crusade, and your news does not change my oath. If I search my entire life and find nothing, it will still have been worth the journey.
Word. All right, let's see. Did I get anything new? Let's see here.
I've got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
I can't do that.
Oh wait, sell this shit. Eventually you can like break this shit down, but I just want to clean out my inventory. Gold's not very important in this game at all. I mean, it really isn't.
I have some
Oh wait.
that I'm certain you'll love.
Hold on. Is this the Mystic up here? Let's see.
Chelsea, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads, always traveling, looking for the land we might settle. All of us have the sight, but few have it as strong as myself. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions. Well, for things other than my visions. But everyone wants to know what the future holds.
My future is known. Travel the world, redeem the Zakarum faith, live as a crusader, and die as one.
That's not a future. It's a punishment. You should stop to enjoy the wine. Find a good man, perhaps. The world is constantly renewing itself, eternally playing out the same events over and over again. We can merely play our parts.
The more you speak, the less you say.
I speak clearly. Do not blame me for the state of your mind.
All right. I have a couple books in my inventory. Let me go grab those real quick, because I think I can use them with her. I think. Because I can't right click on them, right? Oh. Yeah, there we go. So in this game, you can transmogrify your items, and all that means is I can like put this in here and I can make it look like something else, which is admittedly kind of cool, because there's some items that just look dumb as hell. So having the ability to make it, you know, look like something else is pretty nice. You can make it different colors, and it's pretty neat. I usually don't mess with this a whole lot. Oops. But yeah, that's some.
Town is down to quarter, including my wife. You can quit if you want.
They like added some cool like cosmetics to this game. Like here's Mephisto looking shit, and I don't know what that is. Angel wings, Mercy wings from Overwatch. Pretty cool. Here's some pets that you can use. I'm trying to remember, do the pets grab gold? I don't think they do. They might. Let's equip them. Why not?
Are you Hadrig? Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
It is a hard burden you bear. I will help.
Thank you. Follow me. Friends, I'm sorry.
Do your duty, blacksmith, no matter how hard. My wrath is low.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
Ah, he does grab gold. All right, cool.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Aemon.
You owe me nothing, but I would welcome your aid in my quest to find the crown of Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Yeah, man. Do that for you. Just ignore my little skeleton dog.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
Yeah. I was gonna make a necromancer. In fact, here's the actual story of how all this happened. I started playing Diablo 3. I had a recording. I made it not too much further than where I'm at now. I don't even know if I made it to the cathedral. But
I require more rest.
That's when I noticed that my mic wasn't recording, because I didn't see my little bar popping up on my recording software. I was like, what the fuck? So I stopped the recording. I go back and look at it. Yeah, sure as shit, not recording my audio. I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh no. And I go back and look at my Diablo 2 photos, because I hadn't even like done anything with it yet.
Let the light be damned. My rank is low.
And then come to find out that, obviously my Diablo 2 gameplay didn't record the audio. So pretty disappointing to find out.
Not enough wrath.
Oops. And it's just tough. Damn. That or my weapon sucks, so I'm probably more to do with that if I had to guess. A spear? Yeah, why not? So, when this game first came out, however many years ago that was, that had to have been 6-7 years ago. No, longer than that. 8 years ago?
My wrath is low.
The game sucked. I don't know how to say it. This game just sucked ass when it first came out, because when the game first came out, and it doesn't exist anymore, so I can, thankfully I can't show you, but the game was built around this fucking real money auction house that they built into the game, because Blizzard, in their infinite wisdom, they're like, well, people are going to trade items anyway for money. Let's get in on that action ourselves. So they put this real money auction house in the game, and it sounds in theory cool. Like, oh, I could find this item, right? And I could go sell it on the auction house for like 25 cents. The problem was the way the game was designed with like the loot is you never found good items. Never. I mean, like, I remember playing this game, played a Crusader. I didn't get like an upgrade for my character, so I was like well into like Act 4, like struggling because I couldn't kill anything. And I was like, bro, I'm like, what is going on with this fucking game? And there were two auction houses on there. There was a gold one and there was a real money one. Well, you would think, all right, well then just, you know, use your gold and buy items. No, because every fucking dickface that sold anything on the gold auction house would list it for like, you know, 1 trillion gold. I'm actually not even being funny. So you couldn't get anything because you didn't have 1 trillion gold. Ooh. Oh. And then the real money auction house, most of the time that shit was like, you know, for like a flail, it would be like $10 or something. It was dumb, dude. It was so dumb. So dumb. Oh, I need to look at my skills.
I require more rest.
So obviously one thing about one thing about this game that's pretty neat is you don't have to like click on gold to grab it. And actually this little homie here, this little pet, he'll run around and grab gold for you, which is pretty nice. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Shield shatters and other smaller shatters. Okay, let's do that. Iron skin turns your skin to iron. Sure, let's do that. Sounds like a pretty spiffy defensive ability. Get up there.
The tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
I remember there was some build for a Crusader called like the shotgun build or something like that, but I don't remember how it works no more. I'm really curious what happened with my items. Like, I had a bunch of items on this character, and now they're just ain't there. Hold on.
Not enough rest.
And this is another thing I really like, that the attitude of the game. If you get to the end of a dungeon, it teleports you out. Like, God, thank you, man. Because like Diablo 2, you'd have to like run back to the exit, or I mean the entrance or whatever. Exit, entrance, same fucking thing. But yeah, pretty annoying. So there were quite a few quality of life enhancements. Take that, you bastard. Round for me. Ooh. Some champions in here. I do like the unique enemies. Champion enemies. Basically, they just drop. They're a little tougher and they drop better loot. So. Now, because I have bad luck, this won't be the crypt either. Hey, at least this game, my character can hold a shit ton of gold. And I don't have to worry about like dropping gold all over the ground like I did in Diablo 1. And you don't have to corpse run like you did in Diablo 2. When I die. I'll probably die at some point. Surely to God I will. I mean, the game is pretty easy on normal mode, but there's some parts that could be tricky. All right, is it here?
Cower before Zakaru.
Eventually I'll get a little minion like in Diablo 2. Oh yeah. Oh, I picked the right crypt. Hurry.
The crown is close. My wrath is low. Yes!
All right, hang on. Let me look at my items real quick. Anything good in here? Let's see. I mean, that's a two-hander. I don't care about that. Toughness never hurt anyone. All right. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's go.
For you, friend.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
I am returning to town.
Now I have town portal. Hooray! So now it's just a spell that you learn. It's not even a scroll or nothing. You just know it. It's kind of interesting.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then join my crusade. The work is hard, rewards are few, and you'll likely die.
That does sound meaningful and awful.
Word. So now I have this homie. Let's talk to him real quick.
Tell me about your grandfather. Was he King Leoric's chancellor?
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Caldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
He did what he had to. You throw yourself into the work of the crusade. Is this how you grieve?
I don't follow your crusade.
It isn't your cause, friend. But everyone needs to believe in something.
I believe this armor needs repairing.
Then that is enough. I will leave you to your work.
So this dude, you can, you know, craft stuff. He repairs your armor. I don't remember when exactly armor starts taking durability damage. In the beginning, it doesn't, but I guess it will now that he's a thing. Most important thing about this dude is he can, you know, salvage stuff for you. So let's see here. You know, this is one thing I like about the console version of Diablo 3 more than the PC version. And in the console version, there's a button that just salvages everything. This game, you got to click and then go over here and click on everything. Pretty minor, but it's annoying. It's another button I got to click. But it breaks down into items, and then from here you can forge different kinds of, you know, all kind of shit, weapons and armors and set items and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. As I don't think as of now he could craft anything that'd be like a real big upgrade for me, but maybe. Let's see. I could be lying. Let's see. And of course, the first thing he crafts is like some like badass belt or something like that. But I don't know about the weapons though. Nah, I don't. Nothing there's really calling out to me. Let me just poke through here real quick. All right, so I guess he can craft some stuff that's good for me. And every item is random. Like I could craft that again, and he'd craft something different. Oh, well, I can't craft anything. So, all right, enough of that. Oh, and you can train him, and the more you train this dude, the more shit that he can make. So it's pretty cool. So initially, he and other characters like him are your gold grind.
I have the crown.
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
If it helps me find the fallen star, I'll face him.
Here. Oh, dude, do you have anything new to say? Let's see. Let me at him. Let me at him. This weapon does significantly more damage. I am pleased. Ugh, nose is itching. All right. Skeleton King, here we come. I'm about to get my first little minion. He's a crusader like me, and he's pretty cool. I don't remember exactly where he is, but it's pretty obvious when you come across him.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement.
I require more
and sent us off to die.
I really wonder what Diablo 4 is going to be like. I haven't really watched many videos about it. I watched like one video like a year ago about it, and it was like the first time they ever showed the gameplay, and I just wanted to see what it looked like, and I saw it and I was like, cool. I didn't watch the whole video. I watched maybe the first minute or two, and then I stopped watching it because when Diablo 4 comes out, I honestly want to go into it as blind as I can. That said, if they come out with a demo or a beta, oh, here he is.
To my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I have questions for the Skeleton King.
As do I.
I forgot that you could zoom the camera in like this when you play. Don't know why you would. But hey, it's a thing that you can do. I could have sworn I heard a treasure goblin. The treasure goblins are funny, weird little things.
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason you should hunt alone.
Very well.
John Dar. That's probably my favorite voice line in the whole game. John Dar. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much. First you must face John Dar. Oh shit. John Dar. All right, I'll stop.
Black magic bars our way. But the will of a Templar is stronger.
You know what's funny? When this game first came out, I don't know if it was my computer or whatever it was, but whenever he would break whatever was on these stairs, my computer would lag every single time. It was the weirdest thing.
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the skeleton. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
If these tomes are not the key to redeeming the Zakarum faith, then they are indeed yours.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King. May the battles never end.
So they obviously enhanced the follower system in this game, so he can equip a lot more items than they used to. And this is actually pretty new. Like before, I think they could only equip, I want to say it was like this, and I want to say the rings and the amulet. Now they can equip, it's like a whole character. So here, have some pants. Get you a shield.
I can't use that.
Well, fuck myself. Okay, here, have some boots. Have a belt. Here you go. Sorry, bud. I had a good spear earlier, but I gave it up. Oh. And I forgot, you can have them do different like abilities, like he'll heal or taunt. Taunt's usually the better one. I think so anyway. What do I know? Not much. I like wondering what that achievement was. All right, so there's also passive abilities that you can do. And there's a bunch of them that you can get. Let's see. You can wield a two-handed weapon in your main hand while bearing a shield in your offhand. I'll go with this one for now, but I'll probably end up using that other one. I don't really remember any good Crusader builds anymore.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
So here's how the potions work. Q, I'm healed. Now it's on cooldown. Not very exciting. But yeah, the Paladins, Crusaders, they're like my favorite characters in most video games. If I can pick a character like this, it's probably what I pick. Because I don't know. I just like sword and shield. Support characters, you know, they're just... I'm always drawn to them. Paladin was my favorite character in World of Warcraft. You know, Paladin was my favorite character in Diablo 2. I am but a simple man. I wonder if Diablo 4 is going to have you going into Tristram at all. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know.
Not ready yet.
I found the exit. Oh, yeah. I used to play this game with a buddy of mine, and whenever we get down here, I hated this part of the game because he would run around and break, you know, every single, you know, fucking pot that was in here. He would run around, click, and like we couldn't go on until he broke every single pot. And I'm like, dude, come on. He's like, no, man, there could be something in there. He's not wrong, but
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
get wrecked. Crack. What's that name? Cheng what? Cheng Zhao Bang? Okay.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Actually took some damage there. Then I also seem to calm down on the amount of, you know, like if I'm out of wrath, my character going, oh, I need wrath. Because they used to say it a lot, but they seem to have patched that or something. She doesn't say it as much.
How are criminals treated in your land?
Crusaders have no land. We are united by an idea,
A lot of times there's a unique in here. Let's take a look real quick. No unique. Hold on.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
No, that's funny. I find Leor's crown before I even kill the fucking dude. Oh, in this game, the only things that aren't identified are the legendary items. Everything else is you know, you can just equip it. So pretty cool. All right, let's see here.
A useful skill.
Oh, here, bud. Have a helmet. Here.
Ah, good.
I haven't found a single gem yet. Oh, I know why. Because I haven't found the jewel dude. You start finding him in Act 2, I think. Or you find him in Act 2.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Zatarum high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Kondurus many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Lac Danan was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden.
The crater, at last.
Until Aiden kills Skeleton King.
The falling star was a man. Interesting.
I remember falling.
Through several floors, at least.
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I must. I don't remember.
Be calm and come with me. The fallen star was a man. Only a man. I begin to wonder if his fall is related to my crusade. I will take him to the old scholar. He may know. Cain, meet the falling star.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom. Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
All goatmen are mad. They don't need a sword for that. But I will search their fields.
Ew.
Do you remember anything besides falling?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
So, nothing then.
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
You have nothing to believe in. The sword will help.
The Horodrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of them?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horodrim, Jared Kane. When the Horodrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horodrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths. Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
The demons broke this pact, yet Tyrael did nothing.
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Well, we don't want that.
My dearest Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
I found another crown of Leoric. Hilarious. Here. Have a crown.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can he use this? Yeah.
No.
One-handed spears, maces, axes, swords, daggers, and shields. Alright. Well, here.
Good thought.
And then you can have this. Okay. Man, they really beefed this out. I don't remember being able to equip all this. I like wonder if they made like little like set. No, I guess he could just use this set. That's pretty dope. All right then. Well, I'm gonna take myself a little breaky break, and then I'll be back. So I'll do the little snappy Thanos thing, and we'll resume. All right, we are back. You know, I forgot the game will disconnect you because Diablo 3 is a online game. Like well, maybe they fixed it or patched it or something, but you used to have to have a internet connection to play it. I remember when they announced that, people like lost their freaking mind about it. Like, oh man, I got like suddenly everyone's either always on an airplane, a bus, or everyone's in the military. The third one I can feel some sympathy for, but everyone else, I'm just like, shut up. Bunch of babies, man.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him.
and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt.
I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism. A mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
Let's see. Search for the... Okay. I found it.
Sword piece is near.
Wanted to fight someone.
The large,
I require more
sluggish
rest.
beast can thrive in any grassland or forest, provided there is enough water. Farmers will recognize these brutes as the savage cousins of the common pack beast, a tame breed that was likely domesticated nearly 2,000 years ago. One can hardly imagine the trouble that effort must have taken.
Those bull-looking enemies, I remember when this game first came out, those things would straight one-shot you if you didn't have good gear. They were actually kind of scary. I mean, they are at higher level.
Kill her. We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It's time.
Sword glows. Perhaps the goatmen truly were driven mad.
Who are you to take what is mine?
I'm a crusader.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
I disagree.
Very well. Let the games begin.
Not enough rest.
Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
I need to go back.
It's cool that Town Portal is just a thing that I can use like whenever I want. Oh, I didn't click on the... I didn't click on the actual thing.
I need to go back.
Whoops.
Here is a piece of the sword. It was held by a witch and her coven.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
I can equip that with this homie, right?
This will help.
Yeah.
Their leader, Magda, said the next piece fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the prime evils as gods.
Their gods are dead, yet they fight on.
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
I sense power in this twisted metal.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me. though the rest is still unclear.
This is the weapon of a man with strong convictions.
Is that what I was? Then what am I without my convictions?
Whatever you have forgotten is not lost. It will be restored.
You know it's not polite to go through other people's things, don't you?
Yeah, but I just want to see what's in here. It's a pretty big house that he has. I mean, big bedroom, little wash area, big, I don't know, living room, I guess.
I wish that Leia could live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
Alright, go to the Drowned Temple. Alright, here we go. Got a little entourage with me.
You and I are so different. I have great power within me. The only difference is no control over me.
Then you have not yet found your home.
I hope I never do. The power is so great that I don't know. It scares me.
I have heard the most ridiculous tales about travelers being ambushed by vicious trees. It is too much. Despite their name, the wood wraiths are not plants, but fully mobile beasts who have taken on the guise of foliage to ensnare their prey. Only a simpleton could be fooled by such a trick.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Oh, the scoundrel.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Losing my patience, wench!
My sweet love will save me.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you. You won't get away from us this time!
My wrath is low.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Cool.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us. But that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join my crusade? It is a hard path.
Yes, absolutely. The way is hard and all that. Shall we go? Wait. The relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known. You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
I do not.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass.
Thanks, man. You're really helpful.
Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them.
Blah, blah, blah. Within them, you'll find the thing. Yeah, I know. I'll figure it out.
All of ancient doom hangs upon these woods.
Are these Anarch's people?
The ghouls are stronger than most risen dead, but they gain their fortitude through horrific means.
Not enough
feasting
rats.
upon human corpses. These creatures are least dangerous while eating, but do not disturb them, or it shall be your limbs between their teeth.
I'm trying to like click on all the shit down here when it pops up, but I know I've missed some.
Not even a sweat.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle
Bad luck for you, friend.
Prepare for a long fight.
I require more rats.
Oh no! In the higher difficulties, that'll kill you. I mean, it'll just straight delete you. Okay, I know I heard a treasure goblin that time. Never mind. I guess I was kidding you. I have treasure goblins on the brain. Clearly.
Templar, I think I saw you at an inn several months ago.
That is likely. I have journeyed
You were extremely polite, but tipped poorly, I am told.
A poor tipper? Come on, man. You're better than that. I'm a pretty generous tipper, especially if you get me a few drinks in me. Ooh. Why is everything molten? What the fuck is going on? So molten, they explode, obviously. There's the frozen ones that do the little explodey frozen orb things. Mortar drops bombs, so there's that.
Crusade marches on.
Oh, I didn't even look at my skills in a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, the hammer. I will try it for a while. I definitely like this new ability I got. Dude. It's mostly nice just for fast traveling. That's a fucking treasure goblin. I know it. Where is it?
Not yet. I enjoy
So treasure goblins are little enemies that there's different kinds, but the common one in the main game, they just drop a bunch of different treasures. So you definitely want to kill them when you encounter them.
patience. Not ready yet.
The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
I cannot fault them for doing their duty.
Not yet.
None may enter the inner sanctum. Rise, my brothers! Rise and do battle!
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The spirit speaks the truth.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die.
I admire your persistence.
And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
Time will tell.
And what is the power within you that she spoke of?
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It like straight tells you if it's an upgrade for the Crusaders. Okay.
Good thought.
So he's just missing a chess piece.
A fine choice.
All right, homie.
Excellent.
If I had a chest piece, sure I'd give it to you, but I haven't found one yet. So sorry. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's right. That's right. It's like a boost or something, or what do you call that? An aura. So that's pretty cool.
Tell me Leah.
The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
You will make a fine innkeeper.
If I survive this mess.
Right.
I am returning to town.
Woman.
Here, the second piece of the sword. Magda now seeks the third.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
The only fishing village near here is Wortham.
You're right, Leah. It must be Wortham. There is a ferry on the edge of Tristram that will take you there.
Bird?
Tell me of this coven.
I have no memory of them, except a feeling, a darkness that is known to me.
Known to you?
The coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
You'll need your sword.
Kane, come back. No, he like had dialogue. No, I can't. Oh no, I'll never know what. Oh, I can't say anything. All right, well, whatever. Yes. Oh, here's something to say. You got.
You spoke of Chaldeum. You lived there with your father?
Yes, he was a diplomat. We had a manor with servants and terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the trouble started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it would blow over, though.
That is not the way of the world.
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
You know what? I do mind. Spectral horse.
I was thinking.
Wortham, please.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can. Death to those who defy the power.
Yeah, I like the hammer, but.
Please, my family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
No, man.
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me!
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
There's something coming.
Bestial hellions are demons that can be summoned from the burning hells with the aid of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down their foes and attacking them with savage bang. This usually allows some spare time for their masters to craft their dark spell work and finish off the victim.
I seek the hilt of a sword. It fell from the sky. Have you seen it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
Alright, bye.
It's gone.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
No, the homie.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
All this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine. Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
So Deckard Cain, like one of the most memorable characters in the series, dies in a like in-engine cutscene like that. No CG cutscene. He just dies like that. I'm like, come on, man.
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
I'm sorry, Leah. It is hard to see someone so close fall. I will go after Magda.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
We must bring him the sword so that he can fight at our side.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
We won't have to wait long.
I'm gonna go with the shield bash still. I just like it better.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
Is that kind of weird to think the warrior from Diablo 1 was like banging the witch from Diablo 1? It's like, okay. I could like never tell what she looked like, you know, because the graphics were so kind of primitive in that game. So I'm like, was she hot? I don't know. Y'all good?
This is a matter of honor now. We must not hesitate.
Had enough?
Spiderlings alone may seem unthreatening, but their presence should be a warning for travelers. For wherever there are spiderlings, there will be matriarchs, and the fully grown arachnids are extremely protective of their young. The spiderlings themselves possess strong appetites, allowing them to do considerable harm to a cornered adventurer. The ubiquitous spider is one of the oldest and most adaptable creatures in the world. It also seems to have acquired an unfortunate susceptibility to magic. When exposed, the arachnids will increase dramatically in size and even cast spells. Due to this hazard, I recommend staying out of dark places whenever possible.
My queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Head with the scent of terror. This does not bode well.
You're crazy. Maybe this time I'll get lucky and I'll go straight to the exit. I mean, like, maybe the exit's right here. Doesn't happen very often, but... sometimes. Looks like that's a big old negative there. Ooh. Ooh. Watch, the exit will actually be like this completely like other area. Or part of the map, I mean. Do declare. Frenzy turn, yes. Prepare for a long fight. I instantly delete it.
Not enough round.
I used to be one of them, ordinary, untouched, until her voice came to me. Then I knew how I must serve. I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark
Not ready
power
yet.
that created her. I have been chosen.
Cower before Zakaru. Patience.
Well, it always goes this way, so that's the path I need to find.
Not ready yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
This cannot be opened yet.
God.
Make your peace. Quickly. Patience.
No, I want the bonus chest. Yes, we did it. Woo!
Lazarus favors me.
Hell yeah, boy.
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
Rest easy, madman. You served your mission.
Let's see here. Oh, this is the range hammer. Yeah, that's a pretty funny one. It's actually funny because that was part of the hammer build. You would throw hammers like that, and then you would, you know, hammers would be flying around you. It was just pretty much hammers everywhere.
Help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh, no. No. It's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen?
I've always liked this music.
Not enough wrath.
To dissolve these webs. Please hurry. I can't hang here like this a moment longer. I'll go mad. Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
The music used to keep going even after, you know, it was over.
A worthy choice.
Oh.
Nothing stops the crusade.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven. I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the staff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the staff in my cart in the Highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
Let's go find out. Let's go.
The wither moth is a curious phenomenon. It is tremendously large for an insect, and somehow its size allows it to expel a charging force when attacked. For this reason, few have survived to study it in great detail, including many notable academics. In fact, please do not inquire further upon this subject. Long ago, 5 clans of the Umbari tribe left the Teganze and ventured north. After their transformation into Khazra, only a few elders were still able to use magic, and they passed it down to their cleverest children. These are the Khazra shaman, and they rank among the most dangerous of their race.
You know, I like this area.
May be strong, but I will not stand down.
My wrath is known.
What's this?
Power sleeps in the dead one. We can share it, yes? You will help.
Ah. We got Ghost Goatman in here.
I get life. You get death. I share my fate with
Ooh, that Garbai, I thought he was a homie from the first game. I don't remember. That swear he was like he's the goat dude that you like stood there and you kept clicking on him and he would give you something. I don't remember. You know, when the game first came out, these trees were real deadly too. That poison, whatever that is, that stuff would fuck you up, man. All right, I do need to take a quick bio break, so I will be right back. Okay. Hey, what the fuck are my items? That's some bullshit right there, man.
I require more room.
I found the staff. Hurry. Oh man, that's convenient. It's like right by the gate. I'm not sure in all my years playing this game if I've ever had it spawn right by there. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna apologize in advance. My audio levels might be completely fucked up because I didn't really check this super carefully before I started. The other part to that is I also really don't care because no one watches these videos anyway. This will just be another fucking video that I put together, post, and gets 0 views. You know, so who cares? Oh. We'll stick with Roar. Let's see what else. I'll keep that one. New passive? Let's see. Try that out for a little bit. And you know the reason in the last few videos that I've been making that I keep mentioning like, oh no one watching my videos, you know, woes me, is I secretly hope I'm gonna get a notice on my phone one day and it's gonna be like, yeah, no one watches your videos because you suck, and I'll be like, what? Because that would mean someone actually watched the video and make that comment. That would be amazing. Goblin. Where is he? Where is he? He's right there. Get him.
Look of that.
Die, bitch.
What a monstrous creature!
I mean, really what it boils down to is I got into the YouTube gameplays way too late in life. If I was doing this same shit like, I don't know, 12 years ago, 10 years ago, probably be in a different spot, but hold on. Yeah.
They're summoning reinforcements.
God, I'm almost level 20. I like haven't even got through Act 1 yet. Christ, did like the leveling increase, or has it always been this fast? I genuinely don't know.
The haunted manor. Of course they'd be drawn here.
We're getting to the end of Act 1, so we're getting there.
Crusade marches on.
Sometimes if you go over here, you can get Wart's leg, and it's not there. But sometimes there's like a, well, Wart's leg is in there. Oh.
The Dark Berserkers are considered weaker demons, but their strength is still far greater than that of any human. I have found dark spells within the cathedral, written in Archbishop Lazarus's own hand, explaining how to summon them. I pray that no other copies exist, so that this terrible knowledge will be lost forever.
In adventure mode, you can get off into this area, but in the regular game, that wasn't a thing.
She's unstoppable! No mortal could slaughter our brethren with swords.
Delay her while I prepare her demise in the depths below.
See you again.
They did horrible things to us.
Did you see a man in rags?
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below us.
You have done your duty, friend. I will deal with Magda.
I will deal with Magda. Yeah. Cool looking area right here. That yeah, I was like, that looks like Tristram, because it is Tristram. You see the, kind of hard to see, but you know, there's like the well and this. In Griswold's area. There's the cathedral down there. It's neat.
Evil wears no disguises here.
Getting towards the end of Act 1, folks. Another goblin? Yes. Ah, you piece of shit. Yeah. dervish.
I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
Not ready yet. Patience.
Dead adventure. Must have been really bad if you're dying in normal mode there, buddy. This game's pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I could crank up the difficulty significantly and make it absolutely miserable to get through. I got a buddy that's like that. Like, if he could crank up the difficulty to like, it took him 30 minutes to kill a single enemy, then that's what he would do. And he's like, oh my god, it's so much fun. I'm like, what? He like begs me to like do gameplays of the Souls games. I'm like, I don't like the Souls games. I just don't, man. Like, I know some people enjoy those super difficult games. I'm that weirdo that I like playing games for the story. And I know I'm like a rare fucking breed. You know what I mean?
With my own eyes, it is another thing entirely.
Every other person on the planet likes a challenge or they, you know, competitive gaming. And I'm over here like, I like the angels, you know, like.
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the execution of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
I'm overburdened.
Those things right here, these things suck on the high difficulties. God, dog, they will delete you.
I need to go back.
Delete. I mean, if they so much as like touch you, like the tip touches you, you'll just fall over and die.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
It sounds delightful. And what was your trade there?
I was, a bit of a private dealer.
So no honest work, then?
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted, one relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner, who offers a reward for its safe return.
Yeah. Oh, finally got some shoulders. Hell yeah. All right. Let's see here. I guess. Oops. Let me, I got some new skills. What's this? Carve a large area in front of you, increasing the number of enemies it hits. No. That's pretty cool, but no. No. All right, let's turn this on. And then I can equip this bad boy. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I can't even talk to this guy.
You spend quite a lot of time chasing women.
We only have so many days in this world, and I choose to spend mine in worthy pursuits.
I'm not sure you think very much of the women you pursue.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
What did you do wrong?
I'd rather talk about the ones I caught and didn't want.
This will aid me. A good choice.
Oh, wait. Was that any better? Oh, yeah.
Just the thing.
Let's see. I really appreciate it. Like, tells you if it's better for your minion or not. That is... Oh, I got a gem finally. Hooray!
Ah, good.
I like still don't have a good shield for this guy. Oh well.
Ah, good.
Okay. Minion's looking a little tough. I like it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
How did you learn to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
So he was confident in your abilities then?
He worried about me, that's all. I suppose you don't know about the bonds of family.
And where is this brother who is bonded to you so?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
How did you become a thief?
Well, that's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You found something you liked and couldn't afford.
Basically.
That's reasonable in an odd way.
Oh, there was nothing reasonable about her.
You know, out of all the minions, I like him the best. All right. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I found a ring. That's cool. Wait, no. All right, I got my minion a little more equipped, so let's go. Ooh.
Not yet.
I'm hitting bitches as hard as Optimus Prime. Let's go. Ah! I'm curious how the audio levels are gonna mix, because it sounds really loud to me, but I've learned like how loud I think it is in the recording versus how it actually is. It's usually not the same. Uh-oh.
patience.
Oh, there we go. Ow.
I like to think the world is safer now.
I'm glad I'm getting gems down.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Maiden!
Oh. I'm coming, buddy. Hang in there.
Inside 1263 Yano Kyrgyzstani. The Jathers burned runes into my flesh. They say all the torture and dark magic will turn us into demonic slaves of King Leoric. Foolish lies. 17th day of Lunasad. Oh, pain is terrible. I can't think. I'm so hungry. 20th day of Lunar. Master, I hunger. Master, feed me.
Oh.
God bless me. I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors of vast treasure to be found down here. A damn fool that I am, I believed them. Don't know why I thought it might be inside an Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Don't worry, buddy. I found you.
Not ready yet.
Oh, yeah. Get him, Templar.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
Yeah, man. What's that passive? You will a two-handed weapon. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I should just equip this then.
Freedom, after so long. Freedom!
Ooh, that is a slow attack speed. Holy shit.
Always wanted to fight some of these.
Got him.
Not yet.
The gods have seemed dead to release
not ready yet.
Yeah. That's a cool ability. I forgot about that ability. But I remember it was pretty important to a build I used to have on the PlayStation 3 version of the game. Or was it PlayStation 4? I think it was 3. I don't remember.
Not yet.
It's been so long.
Freedom after so grand battle.
You little bastard. Oh yeah, he dropped all kind of shit. Oh yeah.
Patience.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains. Seek the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil forever.
I would love to. Let me at him. Hang on, I like want to see if there's a different kind of rune for the others. All right, sweet.
Am I alone here? Must lose myself. So be it. Face me. Then repent your crimes.
Oh yeah, get deleted. Look at all the enemies chasing me up there.
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Oh!
Lies. Until the very end.
A grim end to a noble woman. I am proud to have played my part in Leoric's fall.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
I forgot about the Captain America ability.
I will use it well.
I got stuck on the stairs. God damn it. All right, let me at him. That's so cool.
Not ready yet.
The Captain America's shield ability. I remember there was some ability, or maybe it was a rune or something, that would make it like split.
Finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. And now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away
Not yet.
will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
If only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler.
Leah must be back in Tristram, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Me, the butcher.
Fresh meat. Vegetable bad, meat good.
What did he say? Vegetable bad, meat good? I don't remember him saying that. I remember one time I killed this idiot, and they must have patched it because it didn't happen here, but the floor was still on fire. I kill him, he kills me, and then like I don't remember why that was bad. I just remember it was bad. I don't remember why though. Oh no, I really wanted to hear that lore about the butcher. God damn it. I didn't get to the lore there. There it is.
The truth about the Butcher Demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command. The Butchers are stitched together from the parts of other demons to combine their strengths, then given life through wicked magic.
I love they included that little lore bit, because I was like, wait, I killed him in Diablo 1.
I am dying.
Angel, take up your sword.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldean.
Then I will go to Chaldean and introduce myself to Belial.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
All right. Oh, what kind of chest piece did I get? What do I get? What do I get? Dokie. Okie dokie, Smokey. Got some pretty good stuff from that run. Good, good, good. Okay. Alright, anything good for this homie? Let's see here.
Ah, good.
Ah, good. It's so weird that the minions can equip like the same shit that I can. It's like, I mean, it's not like a bad thing, I don't think. I mean, it takes me a little longer to go through their stuff, but
Ah, good.
okay. I think that'll get me going.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
I do.
Right, well, my father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out, and nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
He saved you, Hadrig.
Doesn't mean much to a child, does it? His father's still dead on a stairwell.
Well, ain't you bitter?
Do you ever doubt your choices?
A bad choice is better than none, so no.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
Hope? Well, that was your first mistake.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
Be at peace, friend. It was a joke.
Old girl's got jokes. Oh, I still got a belt that I didn't disenchant. Oh, I'll deal with it later. I could have sworn there was a mailbox.
Farewell, protector of Tristram. Farewell, hero of prophecy.
Guess not.
The scriptures speak of the evil you will battle in Chaldeum, and I am certain that you will succeed.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
The crusade goes on, but we must honor our dead.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
Who are Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of Hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Belial may lead us to him.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldeum?
Yeah.
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Say whatever you want. This game's got some cool cutscenes.
Tristram is safe. But that is only the beginning. The great eastern city of Chaldeum has fallen under the sway of Belial, a lord of hell. I'd like to have words with him.
Okay. And of course the second act is of course a fucking desert level. I mean of course it is. So lame. So lame. But alright. Well, I'm gonna get that was act 1. There's 5 acts in the game. They're all about the same length, so it's a pretty chunky amount of gameplay I gotta go through here. So whatever. I'm out, and I'll see you when I see you.